an after party and then go to Waffle House and do like a party there, and there'd be like 600 fans there at Waffle House, and I'd be there at 4 in the morning taking pictures and eating waffles. And
so he's the enabler.
You
probably don't eat. Yeah, it's the Waffle House. I like waffles. Who doesn't like a good waffle?
Oh, I love waffles.
I love a good waffle. Well, there's the asked and answered.
Yeah.
They should get a picture of you when you were in The Sixth Sense. Remember when you weighed 4 pounds?
Yeah.
That was the single scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. I saw that movie 5 times before I even knew it was you.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt. But
how did you get that? You went. What's your normal weight? Like 180 or something like that?
Yeah, 175, 180.
All right, and what did you weigh in that movie?
139.
Ooh. Oh man.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I lost some bodily functions for a few days.
Oh, really?
Let's put it this way.
Can we guess?
My disco stick for a couple of days.
Oh man, you lost so much weight. Your weenie stopped working.
Well, you know what
I got to tell you something. I'm gonna have some waffles.
I know.
Hold on, Jim, bring in some waffles right now.
Man, it's waffle time.
You know it.
No, it worked. Everything was fine. Believe me. I'll tell you when we have a longer interview. I'll give you a great story about that whole experience. But
okay.
It was sort of a. It was more like a. After I finished shooting, I was kind of like, I just kind of was laying around in my trailer saying, you know, I don't remember this thing sort of like changing shapes for the last few weeks because I was so starving myself. You know, I wasn't eating. I was just eating like some lettuce and you know, drink a little water, and then I'd like fast for a couple of days, and I was a mess. So I finished shooting, and I was sitting in my trailer, and I was like, wow, you did it. Good job. Everything went good. You know, you didn't embarrass yourself, and you didn't kill yourself. You could have ruined your kidneys and stuff. And I was sitting there, I was like, I couldn't remember like the last time like I woke up, you know, with a tent on the sheet. You know, and I was like, something.
Okay, see again,
the
Donnie,
most unusual interview you've ever had.
Huh?
Well, okay, I just think you crossed the line into too much sharing, Donnie. Not like we don't want to know about you.
Really?
He said, "I'll tell you later," and then he told you.
Then he told us.
No, but everything was fine.
But everything's fine now. Everything's fine now.
Wake up in the morning and there you are.
Because then you went on to do Band of Brothers, and Band of Brothers you had to be kind of a macho soldier guy, and you put it all back on.
I have a bad feeling this is going to end up coming out.
Yeah, let's just drop the whole thing.
Yeah, let's drop the. Hey, everything's working fine.
Sure.
I've produced a few children since then, and everything's great.
Okay, you really, I'm Donnie, if I beg, will you stop talking about it? You're making me beg now.
I know.
It's fine.
Like
we know it's fine.
Totally focused
because
on
whenever
his
you
weenie.
tell a guy, the guy tells you a story didn't work for, he's like paranoid that people will think it will never work again. I get that. That's a guy thing. I get that totally. Anyway,
his weenie is fine.
Everything's fine.
Okay.
Now, all right. Now,
just
the new kid
Matt Damon.
Oh, God.
Don't
stop. Jeez.
He's dragging Matt Damon.
Bring Matt Damon into it.
How's his weenie
Matt
working?
Damon does not want to be included in this conversation at all. All right, let's focus now. Hold on. Let's focus. The tour is over with the new kids, right? You have a solo album coming out or no?
No. I'm actually going to do a movie right now. I'm recording songs, but more just because I love it. So I've been writing a lot of songs and recording different stuff. And a couple of guys in the group are recording music. But I'm going to start a movie here in Boston in about, I think, a week and a half, called The Zookeeper with Kevin James. And I think I'm going to jump into another movie right after that.
So you're going to do a comedy. You don't do a lot of comedy. So you're going to do a comedy?
Yeah, I've done a comedy before, which was this little underground gem called Diamond Men with Robert Forster, which is really one of the best movies I've ever done. And I actually I'm really, really excited about it. This was sort of, if I could have, you know, in fact, I did have a discussion with some friends of my agents before, like, I did the tour and everything, and I said, you know, if I can come out of the tour and just roll into a comedy and do something really different and really fun, you know, that would be a sort of a perfect thing for me. And, you know, I took a meeting on one movie during the whole touring process. I got one day off in L.A., and I spent it, you know, going in to meet with the casting directors and stuff for this movie, and I got the part, and I was real happy. I mean, this is to do a comedy. It's going to be a lot of fun for me.
What about Bunker Hill? Is that coming out? I know that's finished.
Yeah, we're still going through the process with TNT. One of the good things about being on tour was, I wasn't really having to do any other kind of work or anything, but the bad thing was we had to shoot Bunker Hill when the rest of pilot season for TNT was already done. So like Hawthorne and Dark Blue and a lot of the shows you see now on TNT, we were in that sort of batch of shows, but we shot our pilot 5 months after them. So we're slated for next season. So we're still going through the process. There's no guarantee we're going to make it, but it's looking really good right now. We're doing all the stuff we need to do to get up there. And if it does go through for TNT, we'll start shooting here in Boston in January and finish up, around May, and then jump on a boat again with the new kids and do another cruise and probably go on tour after that.
God, who has more fun than you? Who has more fun than you? And here's a tip. If you go to On Demand, you can see all those Saw movies where Donnie gets burned alive or killed by an ice pick.
Just ridiculous.
Something.
It's his best work.
How'd you die again? I forget. Giant ice cube?
I don't know which time. I died like 5 times in those movies. And
but there were some ice blocks involved.
There's an ice block, I think, was one of them.
Yeah, there are actually deaths that we shot of me that they decided to take out. It became a thing where every time they'd shoot a movie, they'd kill me, and then they'd say, during editing, they'd say, we got to bring you back in the next movie, so we're going to unkill you,
right?
And you come back and be the hero in the next movie. And I'm like, I can't be the hero in the next movie. I'll just kill me like 2 seconds into the movie. I'll make an appearance, but then kill me right away. And they'd be like, great, okay. So Saw 3, they killed me like 10 seconds into the movie, and they said, we're going to take your death out and leave you just lying in the hallway so we can bring you back for the next one.
That's a good way. Let's call it an annuity, Donnie.
Yeah,
always
exactly.
getting work. Great to talk to you, as always. I love talking to Donnie Wahlberg. He'll be down at the Mohegan Sun. You can't buy tickets because it's sold out, but you could linger outside of Ultra 88 and maybe look in a window.
You can linger, but we're going to come up to Rumor and do the spillover party is going to be Thursday in Boston at Rumor. So
oh, cool. Great. Oh, well, there's the spillover. Maybe we'll get invited to that.
Billy, you got to be there.
Oh, I'm invited to the spillover.
Billy's invited to the spillover.
I didn't make the cut for the actual Ultra 88.
I think you're only the 8th or 9th new kid. I don't think you would. I think someone else is the 6th.
Right. Here's the thing. Being that Billy is the 6th new kid, I got to say this very clearly. I know how to protect him. See, if he's got to be up in the morning with you, Matty, I can't let him come all the way down.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
Too much work. He can stay up late at night, but he cannot be running around down to Connecticut because he'll get woozy and fall asleep at the wheel on the way back.
God bless you.
He can do the Boston party. I'm taking care of you, Billy.
God
there you
bless
go.
you. Donnie, who's more thoughtful than Donnie Wahlberg? Nobody. Donnie, always a pleasure. Talk to you soon, buddy.
Okay, guys. Thanks.
Take care.
Wow.
I love talking to Donnie. What a great... Well, he has more fun than any 10 guys I know. It's 17 before 9. Matty in the